Hello, friends. So, if you want to learn DevOps in 2026, just subscribe my YouTube channel MKS Tech Talks. So, in this channel, you can find around 70 hours of DevOps related videos from beginner level to advanced topics. Yeah, so let's log in as root. So do SC hyphen. Check the list of files. So what we are discussing is so in the previous session we discussed about cp command, right? So to copy the files from one place to another place, we can use
Yes.
cp. To copy the directories, we can use a cp-r. Similarly, what this mv command will do, it will move the files
Move the files.
as well as it will rename
Mo-
the files.
Yeah.
Okay, we can rename the files and directories also. And the syntax is mv
Yeah.
old file name, new file name. Okay, so these things we saw, and today we'll discuss about rm command. So rm file name, this is the syntax. So what this rm command will do is to remove the files. To remove files. Okay, so to remove the files, we can use rm command. So here, we have these files heads. What is the path here? We are under /root.
Under
Okay,
/root.
and we are working as root user.
Root.
Okay, now rm. So I'm trying to delete a test1.txt file. Okay, so test1.txt. So check this one. Now check ls. There is no test1.txt.
Yeah.
Okay, so file got deleted. Okay, so in this way we can delete the files by using the rm command. Similarly, so we have files under so ls-ltr check devops one. So under devops one folder also we have files. Okay, so we have test2.txt. So if we need, we can remove these files also. Okay, so without going to this particular devops one directory, if I want to remove this file, what I had to do is I had to give the complete path. Okay, so
Yes.
as our test1.txt is in the same folder where we are working, so no need to give the complete path. But if the file is at some other location, okay, so here test2.txt is not in our path. What is our path? We are under /root.
/root.
But where this test2.txt we have
In DevOps one.
under DevOps. So if we try to remove this, just 2.txt, we cannot remove. Check this. So no such file. It is telling no such file because it is not in the current path. Okay. So we have, if you want to remove this file, what we have to do? So we have to give the complete path of the file. Okay. So rm. So what is the complete path here? So root slash devops one. So under this, which file we are trying to delete? Text2.txt. Okay. Now check. Now again check ls-ldr devops one. You see the file got deleted. Okay. So in this way, we can use rm command to delete the files. So from any location, we can delete the file. Okay. So here we are working with root user, right? That is the reason we can delete any files. But if we are working with normal user will not delete some of the files. Only if we have any confidential files, right? Any protected files, that protected files normal user cannot delete, but root user can delete. Okay. Now we have these files, right? So we deleted files. Similarly, I want to delete this project one folder. Okay. I want to delete project one folder. So try to delete project one folder, rm project one. You see what it is telling? Cannot remove project one. It is a directory. So the rm command will work only for the files. If we want to delete the directories, the command is rm -rf directory. Name of the directory. Okay. So this is the command to delete the directories. Okay. So rm -rf. Rf is for recursive. Okay. Recursively, we are trying to delete the files. Means so under the directory, what are the files we have? Right? Every file, all the files will be deleted and directory will be deleted. So rm -rf project one. Now you see project one got deleted. We don't have project one here. Okay. So in this way, we can delete the directories with the help of the rm-rf command. Okay. Now we have ls-ldr. These are the files we have. I have file one, file two, test2 files. So I'm going to create some more files. So that's I'm trying to create a test1 folder and file test1 file and file 3 test3 file. These three files I'm trying to create. Okay. So what this touch will do? What this touch will do? It will create new files. That is empty files. It will create empty files. Empty files. So now check ls-ldr. So we got the files. So we created test1, test3. So test3 is there, test1 is there, file 3 is there. So empty files got created. Okay. So now, so if you see here, so for all these files, root is the owner. So here this column represent, third column represent owner of the file. Okay. Next column represent group of the file. Okay. So for all the files, root is the owner. Okay. So root is the owner. Now, if we want to change the owner of the file, we can change the owner of the file. Okay. But default, with which user we are working, that user will be the owner of the file. So after creating the file, if we want to change the file, we can change the owner of the file. Okay. So if you want to change the owner of the file, we need users. But so if you see cat underscore etc password, this is the location where all the user details will be available. Okay. So under cat /etc/password. So this is the location So this is location where all user details will be available. All user details will be available. Okay. So now we have only, if you see here, we have only Ubuntu user and root user. So remaining are the system related users. No custom users are there. Okay. So
Okay.
means as of now, we didn't created any custom users. We didn't created any custom users. So as we don't have custom users, we cannot change the user of a file, owner of the file. So if for file to root is the owner, if I want to change the owner, I need some user. Then only I can change. I will make that particular user as the owner for the particular file. Okay. So if we want to create the user, so we can use user add -m username. So this is the command we have to use. User add -m username. So what
Username.
this command will do? It will create new users. New users. Okay. So once we created the user, we can set the password to the user. To set the password username. This is the command we have to use. So what this command will do? To set the password. To set the password to the user, we can use password username. Okay. So now try to create the users. So as of now, we don't have any custom users, right? So user add, okay, -m username. So I'm giving the username as Madhav. Okay. So just I'm giving the username is Madhav user. I'm trying to create user add -m Madhav. So check this one. Now again check. Go to the location where we have user details, cat
Yeah.
/etc/password.
etc. Yeah.
So here you see we got Madhav user. Earlier we
Yes.
have only a Ubuntu user.
Ubuntu.
Now
Yeah.
we got Madhav. For Madhav user, if you see, this is the home directory. Okay, this is the home directory of the Madhav user. Means under /home, there will be one directory with the name Madhav. Okay, so who created this? Linux created. We didn't create this directory. Linux created.
Okay.
Okay. So now go to the home directory. Check whether Madhav directory is available or not. So cd
CD.
/home. Always we have to give the complete path, which will start with the slash. Okay. So cd /home, and here check ls. You see,
Yeah.
earlier we have only Ubuntu folder. Now we got Madhav folder also. Means as we created Madhav user, the folder got created. Madhav folder got created. So go to the folder, go to the Madhav folder. So check ls. So nothing is there. Nothing is there. Now we are under /home/Madhav. So this directory becomes home directory for the Madhav user. Okay. So for every user, there will be one home directory. For Madhav user, this is the home directory. This is the home directory. All the Madhav related files will be saved in this home directory only. Okay.
Okay.
So this is how we can create the users. Now, once we created users, if we want, we can set the password to the user. Okay. So to set the password, the command is passwd username. For which user we are trying to set the password, that username we have to give. Okay. So password, I'm trying to set the password for Madhav user. This password Madhav. You see, it is asking for the new password. I'm giving the password. Okay. Confirm the password. Okay. So password will not be visible. Password will
Okay.
not be visible. Okay. So password updated successfully. We set the password for Madhav user. Okay. Now Now, so we have user, right? So now we are working with root user. If we want to log in with Madhav user, we can log in with Madhav user also. Okay. So if we want to log in with any custom user, the command is switch user. Okay. So su hyphen username. Su hyphen username. What this will do? So, to log in with, to log in
Custom
with custom user.
custom user.
Custom user. Okay, su hyphen username. So su hyphen, I want to log in with Mahada user. Okay. You see, now we logged in with Madhav user. How can you say? Check who am I? I am Madhav.
Yeah.
Okay. So now check the current working directory. Current working directory. You see, by default we are under user working directory or user home directory. This is the home directory. Whenever we log in with a particular user, so we will be in the user home directory by default. Okay. So here now we are working with Madhav user. So if we create any files or directories, for that files and directories, Madhav will become the owner of the file. Okay. So check here, nothing is there, right? We don't have any files and directories under /home/Madhav. Now I'm trying to create some files. I'm trying to create some files that touch test1 file I'm creating. Okay. Test2 file also. Just empty files I'm creating. Now check ls-ltr. You see, so we have test1, test2 files. So who is the owner?
Owner is Madhav.
Madhav. What is the primary group? Madhav is the primary group.
Yeah.
Okay. So this is how we can create the user. So once we create the user with the particular user, we can create the files also. Similarly, try to create the directories also. So mkdir.
mkdir.
Creating project2 directory. Project2 directory I'm creating. Okay. Now check ls-ltr. You see, project2 directory got created. Okay, so here another way of finding whether it is a file or directory is just by seeing the first letter. Okay, so here the first letter represent the type of the file.
Yeah.
D represent directory. Hyphen represent it is a text file, regular file. Okay, so just by seeing the first character, we can say which type of file it is. So if it is D, it represent directory. Hyphen represent text file, normal text file, regular file. Okay, so we created these files. Now, so if I want to log out from this particular user, we can use exit command. By using exit command, we can log out. So press exit. Now you see, we logged in with root user. We are
root user.
Okay. Now I am working as root user. Now check ls-ltr. So these files, whatever we created here, right? These are different. So these files will not be available now. You see, these are different. Here, earlier files we created with Madhav as owner. So here the files we have is with the root user. With the root user. You see, project2 directory created. Project2 is not available here because so we are on the different path now. So what is the path? Current path? We are on /root. In this particular folder, we have these files. Okay. So these files we have under /home/Madhav.
Yeah.
That is the path is different. File path is different completely here. Okay. So similarly, so I am trying to create one more user. So user add -m. So Akash user I'm creating. Okay. So check whether the user got created or not. How can we check? By using
cd. Oh,
etc password, right?
Yeah.
You see, Akash user got created. And there is one home directory also created for the Akash, /home/Akash. Okay. So check now, go to /home. Now check ls. You see, we got Akash folder. Okay, so in the Akash folder also nothing will be there. Okay, so similarly, try to set the password for Akash user. So password Akash. Now I'm giving the password here. So confirm the password updated successfully. Okay. So in this way, we can create the users. Once we created the users, so by using this su hyphen command, okay, by using this su hyphen command, now we can log in to the custom user. We can log into the custom user. Okay. So now, so one more thing here is try to log in with Akash user. So now we are working with root user. Just remember, okay. So we are working with root user. Check who am I. Okay, we are working with root user, right? So try to log in with Akash user.
SU
hyphen
dash Akash.
hyphen Akash. Okay. Now you see, even though we set the password for Akash user, without password, we are able to log in. Then what is the purpose of password here? Okay, because root is a super user. Root user doesn't need any password to log in to the Akash user. That is the reason why. So without any password, we are able to log in to the Akash user. Okay, so exit here. Now we are working with the root user. So again exit. Now we are working with Ubuntu user. Ubuntu. Okay. So now try to log in with Akash user. su hyphen Akash. You see, it is asking for password.
Password, yeah.
Because Ubuntu is a normal user.
Okay.
To give password. Now we logged in. Here, I'm working as Akash user.